This is the hardest escape room in Minecraft. Is what I thought until I saw this. With 9 different rooms full of challenging puzzles, traps, and hidden features, this is the hardest escape room ever made in Minecraft history, and I'm going to attempt to beat it. And afterwards, just like last time, I'll send it over to 5 of my friends and have them suffer just as much as I did. But first, I have to escape. The first thing that caught my eye when I spawned into room 1 was the lectern in the center and the 2 openings on the side. The walls to the room were very high with an exit about 10 blocks off the ground. I read the book in the lectern, which on the surface just laid out the rules to the room but contained 2 important details if you look closely. The first was the mention of keep inventory. The fact that this was explicitly mentioned probably means that at some point I had to kill myself to progress in the escape. The second interesting part was the mention of giving myself food. The fact that the difficulty was automatically set to easy means that at some point mobs are most likely involved, but that didn't matter just yet, so I gave myself some steak and began searching. In this type of escape room, every single thing matters, so I started off by grabbing the lectern, and underneath it was a piece of magma cream in an item frame. But the problems didn't start for real until I opened the chest. In the chest was probably the most random assortment of items I had ever seen. A carrot, a piece of quartz, 2 blocks of cobblestone, 2 turtle eggs, another magma cream, another quartz ore, and a magenta banner. I decided to pick up the chest as well and the crafting table, and underneath I found a piece of named diorite. Now I had a ton of stuff, so I turned on chunk borders to count the number of blocks I would need to make it to the exit. It was 10, and I had 7. I was currently 3 blocks short, so I turned my attention to the only other thing in the room, the 2 pathways. These openings both led into the same room, a maze. I tried to look over the walls with F5, but was met with barriers blocking my view. After looking around the maze for 30 seconds, I came across a furnace. Underneath the furnace, I noticed an item frame, and inside was a gold nugget. The furnace itself was empty, and now I had to figure out what to smelt. I turned on the smelting guide and was met with 2 options, quartz and stone. I wasn't sure about smelting the cobblestone because what was I going to do with 2 stone? But of course the other question was, why smelt the quartz? I would just be wasting a block. But after looking around a bit more, I decided there was no point in giving me quartz or if I wasn't supposed to smelt it. For fuel, I decided to go with a banner because it was the most useless item I had on me. Now with the quartz, I unlocked a new recipe. Diorite. But okay, what was the point of that? I would just be turning 2 blocks into 2 blocks and using up the quartz. But then it hit me. What can you do with 3 diorite? Of course, slabs. So I crafted the 2 cobblestone into diorite, and then my heart sank. The slab recipe didn't show up. And then it clicked. It was because the diorite was renamed. If an item is renamed, it means that its recipe won't show up in the crafting